playTransfer Raider, Bale, Ronaldo, Pulisic and more. 6:45 ESPN FC's Paul Mariner sifts through today's transfer gossip, headlined by Gareth Bale, Cristiano Ronaldo and Christian Pulisic. 6:45 9:05 AM BSTThe transfer window is open, and transfer talk has the latest rumors making the rounds. Follow live with our daily blog throughout the summer. Top story: City closing on Mahrez move. It didn't quite happen in the winter, but Leicester playmaker Riyad Mahrez now looks destined to complete a £75 million switch to Manchester City, according to the Mail. It reports that the Premier League champions could conclude a deal for Algeria international Mahrez by the end of the week, as boss Pep Guardiola looks to get his transfer business underway early on. City are in talks over the way in which the fee will be structured, with the news coming after ESPN Deportes reported that the Premier League champions were awaiting a final answer from Leicester. The Mail adds that they are also mulling a move for Bayer Leverkusen winger Leon Bailey, with Guardiola mindful of the workload placed upon Raheem Sterling and Leroy Sane. Leicester City's Riyad Mahrez. Michael Regan, Getty Images. Live blog 10.15 BST. Fabinho has said Jurgen Klopp and Roberto Firmino convinced him to move to Liverpool. Brazil international midfielder Fabinho, 24, has joined the Champions League runners-up from Monaco in a deal reported to be worth €50 million. And speaking to France Football, he said he had liked what Liverpool boss Klopp had to say. 10.05 BST. What do Arsenal need to do improve under Unai Emery? Spend more money, says their former midfielder Emmanuel Petit, with the Mirror reporting him as saying it is ridiculous that know that in football, everything can happen quickly. But, for the moment, I am focused on the national team, and after, on the pre-season with Bayern Munich. I am happy in Munich and I still have things to do there. 9:35 British Summer Time. Wolves, back in the Premier League after waltzing to the championship title last season, could sign striker Andre Silva from AC Milan in a blockbuster deal, the Birmingham Mail reports. It says that although Silva only joined Milan last summer, but he could move on, as the club looked to ease their financial fair play concerns. 9:20 British Summer Time. Liverpool's transfer spending isn't going to stop with the signing of Fabinho from Monaco, says the Mirror, which reports that the Merseysiders want to wrap up a £50 million deal for Lyon forward Nabil Fekir before the World Cup, and a new keeper is also on the radar. 9:05 British Summer Time. Mario Balotelli's agent Mino Raiola says Napoli would be getting a bargain by signing the striker from Nice this summer. Balotelli is out of contract at the end of June. 8:35 British Summer Time. France striker Olivier Giroud has said his January move from Arsenal to Chelsea helped him hit form in time for the World Cup. 8 o'clock British Summer Time. We start today with a reminder of a big done deal from last night, when Liverpool announced an agreement to sign Brazilian midfielder Fabinho from Monaco. The clubs agreed a transfer fee worth up to €50 million, £44 million, a source told ESPN FC. Fabinho will sign on July 1. Paper Talk. Emery to focus on Arsenal's defence. It seems as though new Arsenal coach Unai Emery is going to make revamping the defence his first priority, with the Telegraph reporting that he is closing in on not one but two new phases. After growing speculation that Borussia Dortmund's Socrates Papastafopoulos was likely to move to North London, the Telegraph reports that he is on the verge of becoming Emery's first signing in a £16 million deal. Arsenal head of recruitment Sven Mislintat, who worked with Socrates at Dortmund, is reported to have identified the centre-back as the kind of player the Gunners need. The Telegraph adds that, in the meantime, talks continue on a deal to sign Juventus right-back Stefan Lichtsteiner on a free transfer. It says Arsenal are looking to bolster their backline with experienced players who can immediately join the first team, with Freiburg's Kagler Soyuncu also being linked. Emery is likely to have around £70 million to spend in the market after majority shareholder Stan Kroenke added £20 million to his summer budget. United keen on Villa's Grealish. Aston Villa's Championship playoff final defeat by Fulham could spell a move to pastures new for in-form midfielder Jack Grealish, according to The Sun. Grealish was one of the stars of the season as Villa fell just short of a Premier League return, with his performances attracting the attention of Manchester United. The Sun says United could move for him, as they look to the long term, after he impressed scouts with some dynamic displays for Steve Bruce's side. However, their midfield priority remains the addition of Shakhtar Donetsk's Fred, and The Sun says Jose Mourinho and United executive vice-chairman Ed Woodward aim to have a deal done before the World Cup. Tapins Newcastle could sign former Liverpool centre-back Martin Škrtel from Fenerbahce, the Chronicle reports. It says Škrtel will be available on a cut-price deal, with his contract at the club running down, and is keen to get back to playing in the Premier League after an absence of 2 years. Former teammate Steven Gerrard is reportedly interested in bringing Škrtel to Rangers. If Gerrard doesn't sign Škrtel, Brighton defender Connor Goldson is another major target, and a Scottish Herald says Rangers will return to the negotiating table, after seeing 2 bids rejected by the Seagulls. It reports that Gerrard wants defensive reinforcements as he looks to challenge Celtic for the Scottish title, but Rangers will need to stump up around £3 million if they are to bring Goldson to Ibrox. Aaron Mooy has insisted that he is happy at Huddersfield Town amid reports that fellow Premier League club West Ham were interested in the Australia international.